What's going on, everybody? It's Rain back here with RJV Farm. This video is going to be probably a pretty long one, and to be honest, I want to discuss the truth of what's been going on in the community, why people have been getting kicked out of the eCash group, why we're getting a lot of shade from him, and just the overall truth, my experience with eCash Society, myself, and what a lot of other people have experienced with him too. This is not a hateful video. It's people's experiences and the truth being released. I do not hate him. I'm not friends with him, but I do not hate him. This is just the truth on how a lot of people have experienced things with him, and I want everybody to see the type of guy he really is before you put your faith in everything he says. So yeah, guys, let's get into the video. Hey guys, so the very first thing I want to talk about in this video is why I got booted from the eCash group. Basically, I had saw a post from eCash Society in his own Facebook group, obviously, saying, you know, if you're a fan of the Tech Slugs, you can't be a fan of him, and to get out of his Facebook group, basically, and unsubscribe from him on YouTube. I didn't really like the post, to be honest. I wasn't going to create drama, though, because me and eCash were pretty good buddies at this point. You know, I didn't really want to piss him off, basically. So I started scrolling through the comments, and basically what I thought to myself, the more I was reading it, I was saying, you know, people are going to rebel. What you're saying is, you, the #2 YouTuber on foam farming, eCash Society, is telling people they can't like the #1 foam farming YouTuber. Guys, people are going to rebel. It's just natural. Telling people they can't like the #1 subscribed YouTube channel for foam farming, it's a bit ridiculous, and it's controlling, first of all. But anyway, I started rolling through the comments. I looked, and I saw this comment from a guy. I blurred out his name, his profile picture. He basically decided to say, you know, Joe's a traitor for leaving the community, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I just replied. I replied to the guy. I said, you know, this is a ridiculous statement. Joe left the community because he wanted to, probably because people like you pick on him all the time, blah, blah, blah. I basically stuck up for Joe, and what I was saying is basically, Joe did foam farming as a hobby. You know, he did YouTube as a hobby, and I'm going to throw the definition of a hobby up here, and then I'm going to throw the definition of a traitor, because this guy decided to say Joe was a traitor. Basically, he disowned the community. Well, first of all, a traitor is someone who disowns a friend, or whatever. I don't know what else it is, but either way, not a community. Basically, the statement was just ridiculous. Basically, he slandered Joe, because Joe is not a traitor for stopping a hobby. A hobby is something someone enjoys on their free time, you know? And for him stopping a hobby, apparently that makes him a traitor. That's slander right there. eCash would proceed to reply to this comment from this mystery guy, and he would say he agrees with him. And then that like on that comment there was also from eCash Society. No one else in this group liked that comment, only him. He said he agreed with the comment. So this just shows that he decides to neglect the definition of slander and just decides to agree with this guy saying Joe's a traitor for stopping a hobby. This is the first ridiculous spiral of events that led to me being kicked out of the eCash group and eventually, you know, getting into a huge fight with them. I'll talk about that next. But yeah, that's basically it for this segment. I'll see you in the next. Alright guys, so the next thing I want to talk about in this video is, you know, the tiny little argument I had with eCash afterwards. And this is when I was commenting a few things in the Tech Slugs. You know, we were basically talking about eCash Society, like how he's kicking all us out because we're sticking up for Joe. And basically he said, you know, I see your comments in the Tech Slugs, and if you make a video about me, you know, I'm gonna file a claim against your channel. You know, I'm gonna claim for slander and defamation of character. Basically, I just responded by sending, you know, reasons for a defamation lawsuit and slander definition to him. Basically saying, you know, bro, they're the exact same thing. Slander and defamation of character are basically, essentially the same thing. So I kind of had a little chuckle at that, first of all. And second of all, there's going to be no slander in this video, because everything I'm showing you is backed up by true facts and proof. So I kind of chuckled at that, and then he basically responded and said, you know, man, I'm still going to claim you. Videos are going to get taken down. I've done this before. And, you know, I just proceeded to keep, you know, making him mad. And he said he's going to claim it because he's still going to be in the video. All I did is I responded. I said, okay, man, good luck with the claim. It's fair game. And what he decided to do, and this is the point where I knew he was getting pissed off, because he said, it's not a question of luck, man. I've done this before. Channels get deleted because of it. And then all I said, he went into harassing too. He said, you know, if I'm keep being harassed like this, then it's going to get removed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, how have I been harassing you? You were the one that came at me first, basically threatening to take my video, get my video taken down. And then basically, he continued to keep talking about how if his content's in my video, then, you know, YouTube would take it down. It's been done before when he's ratted people out, whatever. I said, bro, my content's not going to be in your video. And then he just says, you know, I'm not arguing with you. And then he says, I'm not sweating it. And, you know, at this point, I was like, bro, clearly you're sweating it. You came at me first. You got mad when I continued to say that I'm making this video. Like, he got more and more mad as I went back down. That was his goal. His goal is to message me, be like, I'm going to scare this guy for making this video. He's not going to make it. Everything's going to be good. He's scared because he knows there's true facts out here that are going to make people think less of him. And it's not slander, because I'm showing you guys the facts, I'm showing you guys pictures, I'm showing you guys everything you need to know from me to know that this is real. And this guy, guys, he's scared of something clearly, and I know what he's scared of. He's scared that I'm going to ruin his 8,000 subscribers and his Twitch and all of that crap. His Make-A-Wish donation, this $50,000 he wants to make on his year-long stream that has crashed already like 10 times. So it's not a year-long stream. The longest it's gone is 20 hours, for God's sake. Basically, $50,000, not going to happen, bro. And it's not going to Make-A-Wish. He's probably going to pocket it himself. Thief. Show you guys the $10,000 in cold checks after this. See you in a minute, guys. Hey, guys. So, I'm going to talk about the cold checks here, but I'm also going to talk about the endangerment in the first degree, wanton endangerment in the first degree. So, basically, he has not been charged, technically he's innocent until proven guilty, but I have several other circumstances for endangerment, for example, and for theft by deception, other examples of that to show you guys that these are probably things that he has done also, which are very, very, very terrible things, so obviously they're felonies. So basically, cold checks under $10,000, that's pretty self-explanatory, guys. It's crazy, ridiculous, nuts. When it comes to the endangerment, wanton endangerment in the first degree, basically putting someone in serious danger, possibility of death, you know, or seriously injuring someone to the point of where you almost kill them. So it's a very, very serious charge. I have not included his name in this segment, but I am going to leave you a link to the picture so you guys can look at this yourself, so you know I'm not lying to you. But just for the sake of the video, obviously I'm not going to include his name in it, but I just wanted to go over this a bit, basically just explain to you guys that these are some very serious crimes, and it also stems into a lot of smaller things, but a lot of other things that have also led into the phone farming community that have trickled down, other bad crimes that he can still get in trouble for, that he screwed people over with and almost got people really bad. But yeah, guys, I'm going to explain that in a minute. Let's get to it. Hey guys, real quick here, I just want to talk about the Cash Magnet developer. Me and him had a really good chat not too long ago, also about the eCash situation. He had a similar experience of basically he bought 2 graphics cards off of them, and what had happened, he sent the money through PayPal to him. The amount was small. It was $500. I'll show you guys. He says it was $500 later on. $500, sent it to eCash. Basically, he proceeds to say that, you know, he never shipped them to him. He never shipped the graphics cards, didn't reply to him, basically just ignored him and pocketed the 500. What happened is Igor ended up contacting PayPal. PayPal listened to eCash. I just about said his name. Listened to eCash. He listened to Igor. Igor got his money back. So people who don't believe this story, you know, just think here. Just really think here. PayPal, a very large, trusted corporation, very, 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 very big company, huge. All of us have heard of it. All of us use it for phone farming. Gave Igor his money back. Clearly, it was a scam because he never sent him the GPUs. PayPal gave the money back. PayPal wouldn't give it back if he wasn't scamming them. There's PayPal scams like this all over the internet. Probably thought he could get away with it. Didn't happen. He later on goes to say, you know, eCash had problems with the police. Already shown you that. I'm going to show you even more in a minute. Basically said he's had problems with the police. Me and Blank had no reason to lie. With the Blank, I'm not going to explain who it is, but he had a similar experience with eCash where he built him a computer. You know, he paid him $4,800, crazy amount of money, and then he paid him extra for express shipping, and what eCash did is he paid for 10-day shipping instead of 3-day shipping and pocketed half of the shipping money. What ended up happening? 10-day shipping, got to this guy's house. GPU fans were broken. Side panel of the case was broken. And yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory right there. Basically, another scam. 2 more scams. Add that to the cold checks. There you go, you got a scam artist right there. Like I said, cold checks, wanton endangerment 1st degree. Technically innocent until proven guilty, but these other things that he has done leads a lot of people to believe that, you know, the other stuff is and could be true, including myself. I'm not saying that because I'm not saying he is guilty. I'm just saying it strongly shows that it's a great possibility he could be. And yeah, I want to thank you, Igor, for definitely giving me this information. $500. I'm sorry, man, that this happened to you. And eCash, fuck you. Alright, guys, so the next thing I want to talk about is a few more charges that this guy's been charged with. So this happened a few years ago. The first thing I'm going to talk about, it happened quite a few years ago. But the next one only happened right around 2 years ago, which shows that it's just a repeat offense. He hasn't learned, nothing's changed. So basically the first thing, assault 3rd degree to an officer, resisting arrest, failure to appear for 2 misdemeanors, trespassing, you know, just I'm not going to name them all off, but just stuff like that, just childish stuff. Obviously assaulting a police officer, not good at all. Obviously, you know, all of these things, they add up, 2 misdemeanors, and then he didn't go to court for either one of them. By the way, those 2 are also Class A misdemeanors, which are the worst types of misdemeanors, up to a year in jail. So just from this one time, he could have been sentenced for, you know, quite a few years in jail. The most recent one, which I'm going to throw up now, assault in the 4th degree, domestic violence. Basically, you know, domestic violence, usually abuse to a partner. Class A misdemeanor as well. So, you know, just 3 Class A misdemeanors. He was sentenced 3 years for the most recent one in 2016. Probably because it's a repeat assault offense. The first time he did it to a police officer, second time, you know, probably his girlfriend. It is domestic violence. You know, I'm not really going to go into depth with this. Basically, 3 Class A misdemeanors. He didn't go to court for 2 of them. So it just shows irresponsibility and, you know, just being childish and assaulting your girlfriend, dude. That's not cool at all. Hopefully you don't do it again. Hey guys, that's just about everything for this video. You know, I just want to say, if you still support eCash, awesome. If you still support me, awesome. I just wanted to put the truth out here. Basically show you guys who this guy really is, what he's all about. You know, eCash watches this video, you know, all I want to say to you, man, is if you want to make a response video to me, go ahead. but sadly you have nothing on me because I've done nothing wrong. I'm not a dick like you, so I have done nothing wrong. But if you want to claim it, you know, man, go ahead and claim it. See how much YouTube actually does. I don't think they're going to remove the video, though, because I've done nothing wrong. I've just showed people in this community exactly who you are, what you're about, because there's a lot of people who put a lot of faith into you, and I don't want them to end up getting hurt like I did. So I'm just sharing my experience, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video. Backed everything up with facts. All the records, they're public records, so I'm going to link everything in the description for you guys to see, so you know I'm not making this stuff up, getting random pictures. I'm going to link it all in the description. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I appreciate all the support, and we'll see you in the next